We're live. There we go. So, hello and welcome to today's live interview where I'm going to be interviewing Sonny Evans. Go ahead and say hello and give us an introduction of yourself as well.
Hello, I'm I'm Sonny Evans and I have a YouTube channel and I make stupid content on the YouTubes.
Excellent introduction, Sonny. Excellent.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
just diminishing your YouTube channel.
That's what I do.
Self deprecating at its finest.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, cool that you got me out. You invited me. Like really dope. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, man. I mean, I liked your stuff. Like I said before we started, I liked the Fortnite geographic, and I was like, yeah, let me interview him.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. All right, then, Sonny. First question for you here is when did you start YouTube?
With this specific channel or in general?
How about both?
All right, so I started YouTube about I think 5 or 6 years ago when I started my first channel, which was also called Sonny Evans, and I kind of did GTA related stuff, videos, and kind of rolled into more creative videos back in the day. Basically, what I'm doing right now, and after that grew to like 3K, I joined another YouTube channel. I joined forces with 8-Bit Bastard. And there was a group of 4 people who also made like creative videos in a variety of games like GTA and basically anything that we could do creative stuff in. And after doing that for around, I think, a year or 2 years, I quit that. I took a little bit of a break and then I started a new channel. And that's the channel, that's this one right here, which is now at 100K. So yeah, it's kind of bumpy ride.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious, is YouTube your full time job?
Not yet. I'm working towards it. I'm like at a turning point right now. I could start if I were to go full time right now. I could like manage to do it, but I don't feel comfortable enough to do it full time just yet. But it's like it's I kind of hope I'm going to be able to do it soon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's understandable. You don't want to take that risk.
Exactly. That's a big risk as well. Like you're not like right now. I got like an income at least, and you know I, I don't want to put that stuff on the line just yet. But I do want to do this creating content full time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing of where you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, especially with YouTube, it's a tough basket.
I guess like the other side to that is I know where there's a will there's a way, and if you make good stuff you'll get an audience regardless. And like, and I know there's a way to make it, and I've I live by that mantra for like the moment restarted, rebooted my channel. Like I want to do this thing full time, and I want to do anything I can to start doing this full time, and that's what I've been doing for like a year now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing where, YouTube's always up and down and it's really unreliable at times.
It is. It is. It's really annoying. Like every time I think I have like a grasp on what is going on with YouTube, like I just get bitch slapped in the face, and then like, oh shit, dude, back to the writing blocks. But yeah, it's tough. I kind of learned that you have to make content that people like would. It sounds really weird. You have to make content that people would watch,
Yeah.
and if you do that, then you'll be good. It sounds like such an easy thing, but you can't just go ahead and create anything that you think would be good. No, it just doesn't work like that. You have to like make searchable stuff, and then things kind of work.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I do personally believe there are some like small channels out there that don't get the recognition they deserve. Because there's so many channels out there for some things that,
Yeah.
some people that deserve the recognition don't get it because, we've got people at the top that don't necessarily deserve it, like, the Paul brothers. I don't think they deserve what they have. Uh,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
I guess that's life.
That's it. That's it. And if you are like really, you have to be exceptionally good at what you do. That's it. And if you are very good at what you do, success will follow. And you just got to be like, you got to be persistent with stuff as well.
Oh yeah,
You can't
absolutely.
give in. You can't quit. You just have to keep going. And even though YouTube will knock you flat on your ass a couple of times, because when you put god amounts of effort into videos, they continue to not go anywhere. It's like it's so demotivating. I've been there. I've been there myself like a billion times. I was like, this is the freaking one. This is the one that's gonna get like 10,000 views, and then it got 100 views. I'm like, for fuck's sake. And
Yeah.
I swear on the channel, by the way, or should I tone it down a little bit?
Oh
Just tone
yeah,
it
no, I don't give a shit, man. Go for it. As long as you're not flinging out like racial slurs or
down. No,
anything like
no,
that.
no, 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 no. That's not the vocabulary. No, 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 no.
Okay, as long as you're not saying anything like that, I'm cool with anything.
I'll keep it at the every now and then at the F bomb, and that's about it. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I'll toss out the F bomb here and there as well.
Oh, all right, got it. Gotcha. We should have
Yeah.
talked about the stuff before we went live, but hey,
Well,
details.
some people like to ask, and that's nice because other people just start flinging out zingers left and right, and uh, I've only had one person say the N bomb.
Oh, whoa! That must have been a nice experience for you.
Oh yeah, I mean I laughed it off because I did find it funny, but
Let's go offline, offline, offline.
yeah, but luckily it was a recording, so I was able to censor it.
Did you just bleep it out?
Yeah, I just bleeped it out. Yeah, even though I'm sure people were able to assume what he said.
All right.
And how many channels have you had before this one, Sonny?
Three. I think yeah, well, four in total. One like flopped majorly, so I was like, I better give up on that right away. But it was yeah, I guess four in total. And three of them like had some success. Like the first one was like 3,000 subs. I was like, yo, this is, I made it. And then I grew another channel to 50K, and now this one to 100K.
Yeah, and this one is definitely your most successful.
Yeah, that's the one that was like, I got. If I'm gonna do it by myself, it's gonna be on this channel here.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you make another episode of a chat with the podcast series that you used to have?
I don't know, because the majority of those like tend to revolve around like drama. The chat with like that entire podcast series was always around like mostly around GTA YouTubers, and
Yeah.
like that community, that YouTube community is pretty toxic, and I've really decided to like I don't want to really be a part and be associated with drama no more. It doesn't really it's not really my thing. Although I am making like a quote unquote controversial video like this week, contradicting everything I just said. But I kind of want to move away from all that stuff, really.
Okay. Well, what's the video? Is it like an exposing video or something like that? What
Oh,
are you doing here?
it's about Fortnite YouTubers.
Oh, okay.
All right, the top dogs in the Fortnite scene are not like the greatest guys there are, and there's lots of like shady YouTube channels, shady Fortnite YouTube channels out there, and I had a few things to say about that, and I'm gonna do it like in all fun, in a fun manner, really, in the geographic sort of style, but still, it's like I'll be dropping some names and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, some of the Fortnite YouTubers are naughty boys. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if
Well,
Ali A is a naughty boy. Maybe.
he's not like not bad in that way. He's just like really over the top, and he's definitely someone I'm going to mention as well. But it's not like a bad thing. He's just doing his own thing. But like his the way he switched up his content, and although I should not really be the one to say that sort of thing, because I did the exact same thing. Like I came from podcasts and whatnot, and then switched it over to cinematics and whatnot, like off the bat. Basically overnight when I saw success with it. But either way, like he takes it really, really far. He dropped all of his Call of Duty stuff right away and basically gave a big FU to all of his old subscribers. But then again, like there's worse people out there. Like for instance, the people who steal clips from smaller YouTubers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And make a lot of freaking money of that stuff. And then you have like all the YouTubers who think they're number one at the game. Like all that. It's so obnoxious. Obnoxious is the right word.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of want to call them out on that. That's it.
I mean, yeah, what I noticed with Allier, it's like he literally he just hops on any game that's trending. He'll fucking ditch what he's doing before.
I don't know. Like I haven't looked into it that much, to be fair. Like I only know that he used to be a big Call of Duty guy, and like I thought he stick to that most of the time. Like that was his little thing, his little corner. He stayed true to that, but yeah,
No.
ever since Fortnite came out, that's out of the window.
Yeah, he just like completely hopped over the Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, and then again, like I'm probably not the best guy to like say something about it because well, I'm not like dropping other games entirely, but I've like made a switch up to Fortnite as well with the geographics.
Yeah,
I
I'm
put like yeah, the main game on stage for me was always GTA, and all my content was about GTA, and then like Fortnite kind of snuck in there, but yeah, it just kind of works.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. You're just adapting. That's really all you're doing, you know?
It is. It's also the sheer fact that like GTA, that entire game is dying pretty fast. So
Yeah,
um,
I mean, I never play that game.
nah, no, 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 no. But that's like it's an old game, and like everything that can be said about the game is already been said in a million different ways. So, and there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do, and that's why I'm pushing it to the side slightly, and then just move over with different things that I do see success with. Because yeah, that
Yeah.
works. That's how YouTube works. If you want to do this thing full time, you have to adapt and do other stuff. You can't stick to one thing, is what I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Because, if you do, I mean, you're just gonna die out.
Yeah, you're gonna make it yourself, like especially when you do it full time. Because right now I'm not doing this thing full time, so I got like wiggle room. I can go wherever the hell I want with my YouTube channel. If I want to go take a left, I take a left. If I want to take a right, take a right. But as soon as you do it full time, you have to like stick to a certain format because you can't switch things up. Because if it doesn't work, you won't get views, you won't get money. Um,
Exactly.
that's like the dangerous thing about like doing it full time too fast, I guess. Like I think you need to have like some sort of established a couple of series which could like root out to different parts of YouTube or different games or whatever the hell you're doing. If you don't have that, you're gonna make it yourself really, really, really tough.
I mean, if you've got like other sources of income that can tie in with YouTube, like I don't know, maybe a Patreon or you live stream and you get donations and stuff like that, then, it can definitely work out because, some people, even though their channel's like growing constantly, they just get fucked over in terms of ad revenue. Uh,
Yeah,
so they have to rely on other sources, like even merchandise as well. That's something else that people can make money off of.
yeah, precisely. Precisely.
Yeah,
That's really what you need.
I mean, like, it's good to have many sources because ad revenue is the certainly the most unreliable.
I'm always
Especially,
like, yo, go ahead, go ahead.
what I was gonna say is like, especially if you make like videos that aren't catered to what YouTube wants to see and promote. Like people that make, I guess, edgy content or whatnot can get fucked over in terms of ad revenue. While maybe
Mm.
someone that makes your kind of content, which I mean, yeah, you throw out a few zingers here and there, but like, it's not edgy per se. Even though nowadays sometimes fuck can get you demonetized.
I don't know whether they changed that entire algorithm or what the deal is with that, but I've not been hit in ages. I used to get hit constantly with every bit of content I did, but that was also in a time where I did like more, well, I guess, controversial content. Um, but like ever since I started switching it up to the geographics and made things like quote unquote more classy, um, it's been, well, I don't know. It's been pretty good for me. I've not been hit in I think like 4 or 5 months now.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty.
I know you live stream occasionally. Uh, I don't know if people donate to you there. I would assume so.
It happens, yeah. It's not something I would want to rely on though. I don't want to rely on other people's like generosity. I don't feel like that's a good basis for your, if you want to make this thing full time, you don't want to rely on other people's funds. Um,
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
that's a tricky thing.
Hey Dave. Hey, Blasted Dots. How are you?
Yeah,
Um,
I quickly shared it out, by the way, on Twitter. I forgot to share it out on Twitter and on Discord, so hopefully a lot of people come in.
oh, I appreciate that, man. Uh,
Gotcha.
and so I mean, yeah, I mean, like, really, the other sources of income, like you said, are relying on other people's generosity. Like, Patreon is relying on people's generosity, and so is merchandise and stream donations.
It
And, well,
is.
ad revenue if people don't have ad block, because I have ad block on for everything. It's up on my mobile, on my phone. I don't have ad block on my phone.
Yeah. I
But
get it why people do it. It can be like even like watching some content creators, the way they make their videos is like borderline unwatchable with the amount of ads they have in it. But
oh
most
yeah,
of the time, that like the content they actually create is like so shit that you shouldn't even watch it in the first place.
yeah. I mean, like, most people don't have many ads. Like, most people barely have. Well, most people I think have like 2 ads per video, maybe even a little more sometimes. Hi
Yeah,
Blackwing, hi L Bennett, how are you? Yeah, but like, um, you know,
yeah.
if they have anything more, like, it really depends on how long the video is and whatnot. Like, if the video is 10 minutes long and they've got like 4+ ads, that's just ridiculous. It's like
I did it. I did it before. I put out a video I think like 2 days ago, which was 10 minutes long, and I put like I think I put 4 ads in it, like in the middle, at the beginning one, 2 in the middle, and 1 at the end. But it's all like I don't care how many ads are on the video per se. It's just the content has to be good. That's where it starts. If it's like shit content, and it has like a shit ton of ads on it, like that does my head in.
oh yeah.
But this should be nothing wrong with actually making a living on YouTube with ads and with multiple ads. But it's just a matter of what you do with the content
Oh no,
in the end.
absolutely not. I'm just saying, like, I don't, I don't know. I feel like 4 ads for like a short video or more is like too much. But maybe, maybe it's different for me because I'm not obvious. I don't live off of this. I just do it as a hobby, obviously. Uh,
Yeah,
so going from the perspective of someone that will someday probably live off of it, uh, which I'm referring to you. I could definitely understand, putting as many ads as you need to, unless like it's a ridiculous amount to the point where it's just like I watched a minute and there's an ad, another minute an ad, another minute an ad.
yeah. And people are not gonna be forgiving about that at all. Like if you do too much. But in my case, I'm kind of like privileged that people like really enjoy what I do and they see like how much time it takes to create something. It's not like anyone doing like gameplay or whatever. Like they just play, record, and they just talk in the mic for a couple times. There's like a lot of steps and like things I have to do in order to make my content, and people seem to like respect that in a way. And as soon as it has multiple ads on it, they are way more forgiving towards me than towards like anyone else. At least that's how I feel.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so I don't get backlash at all from getting multiple ads on my videos. So yeah, like in the end, it all boils down to what is in the actual like core of the video. If the core video is good, people will like forgive you for putting multiple ads on it, and like they will support you in that way. Really, like that's supporting a content creator as well.
I can definitely agree with that. I mean, I can agree with you on there that if the content is good, I guess it doesn't really bother me how many ads it has. I mean, like I said, as long as it's not like an unfair amount of ads,
That's
like,
it.
yeah,
That's it.
then it's a problem where it's a problem when there's an unfair amount of ads. But if there's like, a few ads where it's bearable and I can still watch the content without it being interrupted too frequently, then it's fine by me. But
Yeah.
like Quebble Cop, I think like a year or two ago, he made a video where I think it was an hour long, and the video was like the bar of the video was literally all yellow.
Yeah.
Like
That's one of those guys, right? I remember that entire fiasco with the ads because I think it was like a year ago when he was like, he was trying this thing around like December months, and it was so obvious what he was doing. It was pissing me off to like boiling point temperatures. It was insane. The December months ad revenue is as high as it gets because of like all the holidays that come up and whatnot, and he was pushing towards getting like I think 3 or 4 videos out a day, a freaking day, littered with ads.
Oh
and,
God.
and he like painted this picture. It was all for the good, right? It was all to get like an X amount of views, but all he did was just raking cash as much as he can. And then as soon as it was January, when ad revenue plummeted, it was back to his like 1 video a day, or I don't know, 1 video 2 days. I don't know. It was that was so obnoxious, annoying.
Oh
But
yeah.
either way, yeah, Crabble Cop is a dickhead. Just say, putting it out there.
I think, yeah, I don't like him. I think he's a little bit of a spastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't bear one of his videos, honestly.
Yeah, it's a shame that he's Dutch as well. But can't win them all.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't really like any of those YouTubers because they're all just like screaming into the microphone like they're apes.
Yep.
Like, you know.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everyone that's big just screams into the microphone.
Those days, really, like those days were, I don't know, like I remember those days as well where he was doing that sort of content all the time. And it was kind of, you know, it was, I guess innocent is the right word. It's all innocent content. I'm like, it's just obnoxious, really, like for people with actual brains. Like, please stop screaming. What are you doing? You heard in my ears.
I mean, yeah, in all fairness, their audiences are probably mainly kids. So, you know, kids love loud. Like, kids think loud is funny.
That's it.
Or, you know, they'll laugh at a fart joke or something like that. Well,
yeah.
Actually, I'm 15 and I'll probably laugh at a fart joke if it's good. So
dude, I'm flipping. I'm 29, dude. I still laugh at fart jokes. Crack me up. This shit never gets old.
Yeah, I mean, it just has to be a good fart joke, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, as like, I feel like Jacksepticeye, even though he's a bit of a spastic in his videos, he seems like a really good and genuine guy. Same goes for Markiplier.
Yeah. That's like a different like group of YouTubers. They're actually genuinely funny as well without having to scream. Except for Jacksepticeye is kind of screamy, but like that's it. They seem like good guys, so I'm like, yeah, that's good on them. I don't watch them. Like I don't watch any like gameplay YouTubers at all anymore.
Oh, neither do I.
I used to. I used to love Rooster Teeth back in the day, but that's about it.
This guy likes to use spastic, doesn't he? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I really like that word for some reason. It's a good word to describe them, though. It really is.
Oh my god, it's Raggedy Dan, by the way. This guy's probably the worst critic on YouTube. This is what he does. He's very proud of it. He critiques other YouTubers.
Wow. Yeah. Why you be roasting Raggedy Dan?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that guy. If he comes after you, you dead.
Your
channel's buried.
Please don't come after me, Raggedy Dan. I haven't done anything wrong. Spastic is fine. Just don't call someone a downy. Oh yeah, no, that's fucked up. No.
Oh my god. You went there. Not the D word, man.
I'm not gonna call anyone a downy unironically. Jesus. Fuck me.
Wow, this interview took a turn for the best.
Yeah, it really did. But what I was saying is, God, yeah, like I don't know, like I think a bit over a year ago actually, Quebo's cop dad passed away, and he monetized the videos about his dad's death, and I'm like, okay, that's just fucked up. What? Like,
yeah.
This man does not have a moral compass. Like it's just non-existent for him.
Yeah, he's playing the YouTube game. That's all he cares about, I think. That's
Yeah,
the kind of impression I get from him. He wants to make as much bank before like YouTube maybe
his
fades
channel
away.
dies.
Either that or like when entire YouTube just collapses on itself if that day were to come. Which is fair, but yeah, you don't have to monetize that sort of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, dude, your voice makes you sound like you're shivering or something. Not gonna lie. No, I'm not shivering. It's really, it's really, it's really hot in my house. In all fairness, so I'm not shivering. In fact, I'm gonna go turn on the AC. I'll be right back. Quick little
Alright.
break here.
Okay. He's nervous talking to Sonny and why Sonny's a dick. Hey, yo, Dave, what the hell are you doing? Please. Mercy. This compass leads to one place, hell. Got a lot of Quebblecop fans in here, don't we? Wow.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back, Sonny. Sorry about that. It was just really hot in my house.
Yeah, no worries, dude. No worries, dude.
Okay, so the next question I had for you here is: so if you do ever make another episode of a chat with, besides just like talking with GTA YouTubers, would you consider talking to like I don't know, a Fortnite YouTuber, a PUBG YouTuber, anything like that?
I don't really know anymore, to be fair. I don't really feel like I did a good job at doing podcasts anyway. So
Okay.
I feel like I'm pretty crap at those. So, although like there is like a little niche audience from back in the day who kind of did like those, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I probably won't ever do them again. Maybe in the future at some point when I get better at them. But yeah, nah. Like even in PUBG, I don't watch any other like PUBG or Fortnite YouTubers. Like no, it's also saturated. Really, everyone does the same exact thing, and that does my head in a little bit. Like, why would I interview any of those if they all do the same thing?
Right. Yeah. Get Ali A on.
No, even that guy. Like, I don't watch his stuff because I know it's all the same. He does the same thing all the time.
Get Ninja on. That'd be great. Hello, Dead 1.0. How are you? And I was curious, Sonny, how did you come up with the idea for the Geographic series? Because, it's an interesting concept. It's not something that I've really seen, like, out on YouTube a whole lot. Or maybe, because I feel like I've seen something similar to it, but not exactly the way you do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like other YouTube channels in the past who did that sort of thing, but nobody actually carried it over to like a series with whatever I'm doing right now. It was always like a one-off thing, and those one-off things always performed very well. And like I don't know why nobody like turned it into a series. So that's kind of what I did. But where it all started was I did after one of the interviews I was talking with Dirty Worker, and he basically pitched me the idea. It's like, yo, you should really do like some sort of documentary on tryhards in GTA 5. So I sat on it for a little while and wrote an episode on that. And that kind of did really well. And I was like, damn, okay, well, I got to carry this over. And I did another episode that did really well as well. And I kept growing and doing that. And, well, then I hit 100K. So, yeah, that's how it went.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you just gotta stick to something that makes you successful.
That's it. And like you'll get criticized for it on YouTube as well, for these sort of things, like sticking to a series, or people feel like you're milking things. But I feel like I'm bringing at least something else to the table that everyone else is doing, and that's for me the most important thing. And the most important thing of all is I really enjoy making them. Like it's not even. It used to be just like showcasing. Like specific play styles in games, and I was just talking about that, but now I'm like writing entire stories of like stupid things that happen to me in a match, and then we'll just like we'll make our own narrative to whatever happens and try to make it like either emotional or funny. So that's just yeah.
Yeah. And is there any game in particular that you prefer to make an episode of Geographic of? Like, or do you have no preference and you just like whatever?
What like whatever works. What's most important. Like it's not a game, but some like I guess GTA is the best series to do it in because of the way you can create those things. It's pretty easy for me at least. I've been doing it for years, so you can go like you can make really cool like cinematics and whatnot in GTA. But Fortnite, on the other hand, like I actually enjoy playing Fortnite, so it's really for me, it's really cool to get to enjoy the play a game and feel like I'm getting stuff done as well.
Playing it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's for me that's the most probably the most awesome thing to create it in. And PUBG is like a pain in the ass because it's horrible to create. It's like a horrible pain in the ass that game.
It's just a horrible game in general.
I kind of like it. It's a little bit slow. But that's the downside for me for PUBG. It's so slow. Like
exactly.
You have like I was talking. Dave's in the chat right now. He's by the way, he's the voice actor for the series. And
you've got a very sexy voice, Dave.
Yeah, he does. But like I was talking to Dave about PUBG the other day, and like there's this thing in PUBG where you drop in, right, and you go get your loot, and then you go fighting and stuff, and then you have like a little bit of excitement for around 5 minutes, and then you literally do 30 minutes, like nothing happens in 30 minutes, or you just die in those 30 minutes. Or you get to the end confrontation and you die, or you win. And like there's like this big gray area of absolute nothing. And that's where I feel like Fortnite has the upper hand. There's like things to do and there's always fights going on. It's like faster paced. And that's what Fortnite does really, really good.
Oh yeah, I mean PUBG is slow as shit. You really have to have a lot of patience to play PUBG and enjoy it. Because, it's just incredibly slow, and you'll go, I mean, like I could go a whole PUBG game without like fighting someone, just getting sniped from out of nowhere, and that's the whole goddamn game. But
that's it
like Fortnite, I always feel like I'm doing something like
exactly
in terms of action, especially with the new game mode they have, the Thanos game mode. That thing is fucking awesome. I've been playing that a shitload.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it as well.
Yeah. All right. See ya, Raggedy Dan. Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, but it's really fucking cool. And I just saw on Twitter that they added back the 50v50 game mode, which I really like.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Yes, I love that game mode.
Yeah, that one's really good. I don't know why don't they just fucking leave it in? It's such a good game mode.
I kind of like I was talking to Dave about this as well. I kind of get that because you don't want to split out the player base too far, but it doesn't feel like Fortnite has that issue at all at the moment. But if they were to like turn every limited time event into an actual game mode, like the game would, like the player base would get stretched out too thin when it starts dying out, and then you have like empty lobbies and whatnot. But yeah, they should leave the 50v50 in. It's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you for the €2, or pounds. I'm not too sure. Raggedy Dan, I really appreciate that. A friend of Sony's is a friend of mine. Be my friend. Oh, I'd love to, Dan. Do you have a Twitter or something that I could drop you a follow on or so? Let me see.
It's what was it again? _ Raggedy Dan _
Raggedy Dan _ Okay, let's see. All right, I got you. Pounds, Champy, please. I'm sorry, I'm not too familiar with other currencies that aren't my own. I only know dollars. I'm sorry. All right, I just dropped you a follow on Twitter, Raggedy Dan. And there we go. Now I just got the notification on screen for the donation. Yeah, but thank you so much for that, Dan. I appreciate it. And is there like any, besides Fortnite, obviously, because that game's popping right now, but why did you decide to get started with GTA and then move on to, PUBG? And I even, you do Battlefield as well, right?
One episode, yeah. I don't know if I'm getting back to that because, well, it sounds stupid, but view-wise, it did so bad. It's like it's now it's like it's sitting on 20,000 views, and it's like for the amount of time it takes to create that thing, that's not like enough to keep doing it. Although I do enjoy the game, but yeah, but that's like the entire motive to start doing other things as well, like whatever's like working and trending, I want to make videos in. And besides that, I enjoy PUBG to a certain degree as well. Like I love battle royale game modes, so and anything that has a cinematic mode or whatever in it that I can work in, I kind of want to do stuff in. Like it doesn't really matter what game it is at that point.
Right. And let's see here. Do you have any plans on moving on to like other games for the Geographic series? And if so, which ones?
Yeah, Overwatch is on the list. It should be really interesting.
Tasty.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to see what happens with that one. And then, of course, Red Dead Redemption 2, important one as well. And I think that's about it. Whatever comes on our way, really. We've been talking about Sea of Thieves as well, but that game is so dead.
Oh, yeah.
It's so boring. Like, we have one thing planned, which is basically, it's called Sea of Content, which has one singular pirate looking for content in the game, but it's nowhere to be found. But yeah,
I love that idea.
we'll figure that one out. That's probably going to happen as well, though. But that should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Sea of Thieves, Jesus. I've seen gameplay of the game. It looks like fun, but it does look like I'll get bored of it real fast if I were to play it.
That's it. It's like it's so much fun to play, but there's just so little to do.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Because all it seems
go ahead.
Well, what I was gonna say is all it seems you do is like you go hunt down treasure chests. That's all you do. It seems.
Yeah, it's either that or grief other players as well.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
And that's about it. It's the extent of what you do in the game, and it's like there's way too little to do. And I hope they're gonna fix it though. Like I'm 100% supportive of the game and what it is at the core. Like the core of the game is so good, and the way it works and the way you have to work together on ships and whatnot. It all works so greatly, but it's just so boring.
Yeah. And how long does it take you to make an episode of Geographic? Like, which process is, which part of the process is the longest? And, you know, in general, like, how long is the whole process?
It's long as hell. Like, we always start out with, of course, an idea, right? That's logical. So we have an idea of what we want to do. And then we have to go in a game and, like, hopefully that idea will come to fruition, whatever it's called. Because, like, for instance, the Thanos one, we wanted to make one on the end of the world. It's the last video I put out. And the dance, let's put a dancing one. So I had to get Thanos first, right? And then I have to make a dancing, like I had to get dancing skit. So I'm recording all of that or getting that footage to edit. That took me about like 2 hours. Then I have to go in and make nice cinematics. That takes another like 2-3 hours. The voice work, I have to write the episode down. That takes like, well, I think 15 to 30 minutes. Send the voice work over to Dave, and then he records the stuff. And then I have to whack it all together in Vegas, and that takes another like 1 to 2 hours. So we're looking at a total of like 6 to 8 hours per video, depending on the length, depending on the game as well. PUBG takes way longer. That's why I don't do it on a I don't do it very often, but like, we're looking at 8 hours of video, like a full-time job. If I want to, like an 8 hour a day full-time job, we're talking about here. Besides my full-time job.
What do you work as? I'm just curious.
I'm an account manager.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, neat.
I basically drive around in the car and pretend that I'm interesting, but it's the most boring job there is.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound too exciting.
No.
Yeah, YouTube definitely sounds way more exciting.
Yeah, it's cool. I like my boss actually watches some of my videos as well, and he really loves that sort of stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's pretty funny whenever I release something like cool and he watch it. He's like, yo, he comes storming into my office. Yo, dude, that episode was awesome, man. Loves playing like GTA and Fortnite as well. But oh well, yes. That's interesting.
Oh, but how well does he like understand the videos? Because they're in English, so.
Oh no, we're like English here is like basically our second language. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're good there.
yeah. Because I mean, the main language here is Dutch, so I don't know how many people there know Dutch and how many people know English there.
No, we get it from high school. We started with English in high school.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
yeah, basically everyone, like, I think I saw like an estimate. I think 95% of Dutch people actually speak English. Like,
Oh shit.
somewhat. Yeah, at least everyone's able to understand it and to a certain degree, like talk and but yeah.
So nearly the whole fucking population of the Netherlands knows English.
Yeah, even the old folk, really.
That's incredible. I mean, like, here in the U.S., I don't know how many people know, like, Spanish, for an example, but it's probably not 95% of the whole population. Oh, okay. Thank you for the sub, Dave. I appreciate that. Thank you. And, so you said PUBG is the one that takes you the longest amount of time to make.
Yeah.
Okay. And which one's the shortest, you'd say?
GTA, because not because it's easier, but I've done it so many times I can just go in there and get one done in like, I think a total of like 3 hours with everything included, with writing and stuff. Like for me, it's really easy to get in the game, just get it done, and boom, over with.
You do the videos using like the replay modes in the games, right?
Yeah, in PUBG and Fortnite, it's called the replay mode. In GTA, it's Rockstar Editor.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was called the director for some reason.
Yeah, no, you're right. There is a mode in there called the director mode where you can set things up, but I got all these like fancy mods around that I don't need that stuff, and I just mod everything that I need, which is really handy as well. Like I don't have to rely on things that might happen in a game in GTA. I can just create the damn thing I want to create right away without having to wait on certain events that may or may not happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, because Fortnite, I know they added the replay mode recently. Yeah. Like, did you start making those videos, like, as soon as they added the replay mode, or did you do them a little bit before? And if so, well, how?
I did one before it came out, because I kind of had this feeling that replay mode would come. Back in the day, I had this, I don't know, on the belly feeling, because I know they're really on the ball with marketing and whatnot, and replay modes and whatnot are really like strong marketing tools. Like anyone could create really awesome stuff with the game, and that promotes and sells the game, or in Fortnite's case, gets more downloads and like people that might spend money on the game. Either way, I kind of knew that it would come, so I made one beforehand, and the way I did that was just basically play a game and narrate over it, like exactly the way you see it, and like you see anyone play the game.
Right.
And I managed to get a few cinematics in there as well, which I just basically did by walking backwards into a wall and glitching the camera like inside the character. So you have like this first person sort of look to it. And then I just strafed and whatnot to make it look really cool. But yeah, it was really a pretty bad episode. Like it's probably the worst video I did on the channel, which is fair. Like I don't mind it at all. I did what I could back in the day, and it worked, and yeah, now things got easier with, well, not easier, actually harder. With I have to actually put effort in. I can't go back to the old days anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Angry Cash 92. How are you? Yeah, I mean, I've never like experimented with any of those modes in any of those games, honestly.
Well, you should. It's really cool. Like even just to see it. Like you don't have to do or create anything in those things, but it's like really cool to look back at your own match, and you really get to appreciate like how pretty the game actually is, because it's a really good-looking game, Fortnite.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like when I first like heard about it, I'm like, this looks like a little kid's game.
It does. It does. It's really colorful. It's really colors are really popping, but at the same time, like it's a gorgeous looking game. Looks
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I compare it to the shit stain that PUBG is, and I'm like, man, this is really sexy, you know? But,
Yeah.
but
Well, PUBG has its moments as well. Like it looks, it's like I wouldn't say it's ugly. It's just more gritty and more realistic. But it's also like gameplay wise, it's boring as hell to play nowadays. Like the action is just not fulfilling, and there's too much walking and nothing in the game. Really.
it's just a mess in general. In all honesty, like, like sometimes you'll be like driving and you'll crash into something, and it'll just like the car will fucking like spaz out.
Oh man, yeah. But you've not experienced true gaming pleasure when you've stepped on a damn motorcycle in PUBG. That thing is like a death trap.
I know.
That thing just sends you flying to the damn moon every now and then. It's like, yo, you want to go up here, and then you just fly through the moon, and it's freaking amazing.
Oh
It's
yeah.
fantastic gameplay elements. Blue Hole, thank you for that.
Oh yeah. Blue balls. Yeah. Dave says, console is pure eye killer for PUBG. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, it's horrible.
The console edition. Why? Why did they make that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible, that game. Like Dave's been trying to get me on that console edition, but I refuse to play it. It looks so shit. There's even like this. It's that bad that there's like an unspoken rule in the game. As soon as you drop in, the consoles are like so slow with rendering textures and whatnot. When you drop in, there's just nothing there. When you're
I
still
know.
around, there's nothing there. Like you can't enter buildings, you can't go anywhere, and everyone who drops in a certain place is just standing still on the street, waiting for everything to load. And when everything's in, then everyone's going their own way and like killing each other. It's
Exactly.
so stupid. It's
Yeah.
so stupid. Everyone's like acknowledging the fact that the game doesn't work. Like we all established the game doesn't work. Let's just all live with that fact.
And mobile. Ugh. Oh yeah, mobile. Oh no, that's even worse.
I heard it was like littered with bots as well. I haven't even played it. I don't care about mobile games, but
I downloaded PUBG Mobile to try it out. I mean, my phone is shit. It's not that good for gaming. So like you, like mixing terrible frame rate with the fact that everything looks like shit, and you get a masterpiece. You truly get a Mona Lisa.
exactly.
I know.
That's what they went for. They went for that awesome gaming experience, and they delivered.
They
delivered.
they really did. They surpassed Fortnite in every way and aspect. I mean, I can't play Fortnite mobile because, you know, little bitches are only putting it on iOS right now and not on Android. And I'm an Android user because Android is superior.
I got Android. So I'm never going to iPhone at all.
Good. I'm glad we share the same opinion. I'm sure some people in chat will probably disagree and be like, "No, iPhones are better." No, you drop them once and the phone's gone. It's done for.
My phone is currently crying as well. There's like so many cracks in the screen, but that's all because of my own doing. And like, I don't like iPhones.
Yeah, no, neither do I. They're too expensive as well. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, I don't understand the entire hype around it as well. That people wait for those damn things. But,
Yeah, like I mean, I I think all like every new phone is just like, oh, we made the screen bigger. Okay.
that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it. Oh, good. Everyone in chat is saying Android's the best option. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad we share the same opinion on that. I had a S7 Edge and went to iPhone 8 Plus. I have to say my S7 Edge cracked with a single drop. iPhone just has a better camera, in my opinion. Oh, well, yeah, that I can agree with. Because, like, you know, I compare like, you know, my phone and my mom's phone to an iPhone picture. And, like, our pictures look like shit. They always come out, like, blurry and stuff. Just, like, really low res. But, yeah. But Fortnite on mobile is also trash. Oh, okay, well, my friends say it's good. I have a few friends that will play it on mobile here and there, and they like it.
Oh my god! Like every time when I play Fortnite, right?
Yeah,
Because I was streaming, I invited a lot of people in, and I have to like invite them to my friends list. And
yeah.
every now and then, like freaking mobile players join up with PC players. Like this is never gonna end well for them. Like, why is that a thing? Like, why can't they stick in their own corner? It's kind of cool though that people can do it, but like for a gameplay perspective, it's never gonna work.
I mean, I can't lie. I really like the fact that the game is cross-play. Like, my friend, I have a friend who has a PS4 and he plays on that, and I play with him a lot. I play on a PC, and he plays on his PS4, and I think it's cool that we can, even though we're not on the same platform, he can still play with me because I don't think PUBG has that,
I
or
don't know. I have no idea.
I believe
Well,
they don't at least.
you should have just drawn the line at like mobile. Like don't let mobile. Just let them stick in their own little corner over there, and don't let them like get into freaking PC games because that's not going to end pretty.
I mean, yeah, no, like when you play with a person on mobile, it's like, oh no, oh
Yeah,
shit, no.
I do kind of respect them for doing that though. They're like doing a brand new thing that's never been done before. Like this is like true cross-platform on
Yeah,
anything. On anything, like even mobile, like that's really dope that they did that. It just it will never work.
yeah.
That's the only issue.
I could just imagine them adding Fortnite to VR.
That's never gonna work.
Yeah,
It'll be
no.
horrible.
That would be horrible. That would probably make me motion sick as fuck if I played that.
Imagine
Or
building with that stuff on, like doing those 360s to get up in the sky, freaking jumping around in your living room with a damn VR headset. Scum and gummy, what the hell are you doing?
yeah. And I mean, I've heard some people say they should add it to the Nintendo Switch.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, that's it's better than mobile.
That's true. Yeah.
But I don't think Nintendo's a really like stubborn company when it comes to cross-platforms or even with content creating in general. Like if you are a YouTuber wanting to do Nintendo content, you basically can't because Nintendo will claim every single one of your videos that you do on their games. It's really bad.
That's true.
Horrible.
Nintendo is a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, they're of an old bygone age is what it is.
Yeah, they it really sucks that they claim any kind of content that has to do with them.
Yeah. But well, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, because you don't see PlayStation or Xbox doing stuff like that, Microsoft and Sony. Or, I mean, like the only other people that I know that do stuff like that is Viacom, but they're a TV company. Yeah, they're not. Wait, go ahead, sorry.
PlayStation's pretty bad for that as well, though.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, they're not the greatest either. Like Xbox has been really open about wanting to like collaborate with PlayStation on multiple games to make it cross-platform. Like even GTA, for instance, that like we can play that with each other. But PlayStation's is continually pull the plug on that one.
Yeah, I mean, like if we're not speaking about companies, in my opinion, PS4 is like the best console.
Game-wise, yes, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Exclusives, they got it all. Like they got all the stuff, all the games, all the cool games that they have. Xbox is pretty shit for games nowadays.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I mean, the thing that I see with Xbox exclusive games, quote unquote exclusive, they always come to PC.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Microsoft deal, isn't it? Like even Sea of Thieves, it's like sort of less exclusive to Microsoft in general, like Xbox and PC, but that's about it.
Yeah. Hello, gaming guy. Hello, Christian Novorida. Jesus, I probably just butchered that last name. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I mean, I haven't seen a single PS4 exclusive come to PC.
Nah.
I mean, that would be a dream come true, honestly, but you know.
Oh yeah, dude. I just want to play like games like Last of Us and those sort of games. Those look really freaking cool. And I think a new zombie game looks really dope as well. Days Gone By and God of War, all that. So this is all games I've never played, not a single one of them, and I really want to get into them. But I'm getting a PlayStation 4 like later this year when Red Dead comes out, and then probably play those games.
Oh yeah, Red Dead. Yeah, I really want that because I played the first one when I was like in third grade. Not when I should have been playing the game, but I played it and I really liked it. I mean, I didn't do anything productive in the game. I just kill people and shoot the horses and skin them and do stupid shit, you know, just have fun.
Exactly. I think right then at that age, right, you're not really like going to be too much into it for the story, but
Exactly.
what you can do.
Yeah.
But right now, like you've come of an age now that you're like you could really actually appreciate the story and whatnot, and the game itself, not just like what the game has to offer with the gameplay, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, have you heard of the Spider-Man game that's coming out for PS4?
Yes, I think I've seen it on E3 last year. That's all I've seen of it, but it looks so good.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really good.
it looks fantastic, and it's made by the company that made Ratchet and Clank. If you've ever played those games,
Ooh, I haven't. No, no, no.
no, they're fucking amazing. I played them as a kid. I loved all of them equally.
Oh, dude.
Like, you know, it's amazing, and it's such a shame because like the only PS4 exclusive game that I've seen that's coming to PC is the remastered Crash trilogy. If you,
Massive Crash.
yeah, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a PlayStation guy. I've never played any of those.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's coming to Steam in like 2 months, and I'm gonna get that. But yeah, I definitely want to get a PS4.
Yeah, I need a PS4. I only got an Xbox One at the moment, but I don't use it anymore. Like I'm only on PC nowadays, because like every game that's basically out on the Xbox, like you said, is on PC.
It's on PC. Exactly.
So yeah, there's no point in actually like using the Xbox anymore, except for Netflix, of course. That's what it is. A very expensive Netflix device.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the only other console that I could see being worth it is a Nintendo Switch, but
Yeah, gaming wise, like I really want to play that new Zelda game. Like it looks so good.
oh yeah, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's not even new anymore, is it? So I don't know for a year or so. But
No, it's been out for a year.
It looks so good though. Like that's my type of game. Like if I were to pick any of like RPGs and whatnot, are really cool. And I love Zelda as well. I played the very first one on Nintendo 64 back when I was a little kid, and it was so good.
Oh yeah, no, it looks beautifully aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, Super Mario Odyssey is another one that I would probably want to play on that.
Yeah, as well.
I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head, but I mean,
dude, flipping Mario Party, dude. That's the one. It's another game. Mario Party is so fun as well with friends.
oh yeah, I mean, I only have one friend that has a Nintendo Switch, and I went over his house to play it, and we played I think it's called 1-2 Switch game. It's like a bunch of different little mini games compiled into one game, but I mean that was just like a really basic game. It wasn't. I mean, it was all right. There was a game mode that I remember where you would just milk a cow, and I thought that was fun as hell.
It's little things, dude. It's little things.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the other game modes except that one because I was like, I guess the one that stood out to me. Yeah, I'm here on the website looking at the games, and yeah, the milk one is like on the front page there. That was my favorite one from all of these. Yeah. All right then, Sony. I've got one last question for you here, and then that'll be it for the interview.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what new and different things do you plan on doing with your channel this year?
I was hoping, like right now, to grow the channel to 250,000 subscribers. So of course that involves keep on going on with the geographics. And I really want to go full time. That's like the two goals I really have for this year, and it doesn't really matter how I'm gonna get there. Like I don't have anything like a roadmap planned out or anything on how to get there. I'm just gonna keep on creating cool stuff that people would hopefully enjoy, and at some point, hopefully, be able to do this full time. So yeah, I can make more videos and better quality and whatnot. And I guess like make new stuff as well, of course. Like I'm trying to not move away from geographic at all because I love creating it. I love making this series, but also do different stuff alongside it. But I'm just figuring out what and in what format and in what series. But that'll come in due time. There's still plenty of content to be made in the geographic series.
Well, man, I think you're definitely well on your way to achieving both goals.
Hopefully, yeah.
I mean, you're consistently growing and all of that. So I think you should be fine with both goals. I'm sure the YouTube full-time one can be a little scary, but I'm sure you can do it.
You gotta take some chances in life. You can, if you don't do it, you won't get anywhere. Like I can just keep on like being scared at doing it full time, or I can just dive into it face first and maybe fall flat on my ass, or maybe do it full time. Like that's the dream.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, sometimes you gotta run risks, but it's tough. Some people don't like to do it. Some people don't care.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm like half and half on that. I mean, obviously, if you do YouTube consistently and you really like it. I mean, I've been making videos for like 5 years, but not interviews, of course. I've gone through like a Let's Play stage, fucking exposing people stage. And then now I do these interviews. So like, that'll be like a dream of mine to like do this shit full time. But, I guess I'm not really thinking about that a whole lot just because I'm, still underage and all of that. So,
yeah, exactly. YouTube should not be like I don't feel like YouTube should be your goal in life at that stage in your life, I guess. When you're that young, you should have options. Like I have options, right? If I were to fall flat on my ass after doing this full time, I could just get another job, really.
Exactly.
Like I'm good there, right? It's no major. Like it's of course it's a risk, but it's not on the same level as like if you're a kid and you drop everything you're doing and you want to do YouTube full time and you have nothing to fall back on. Like you don't want to be in that situation at all. So yeah, kids finish school and whatnot.
Oh yeah, no, I would. I mean, if I would like ever like pursue this full time, I would definitely finish all of my studies and then be like, okay, is this a possibility or is it not? If it is, all right, let's go for it. If it's not, oh well, it was a fun hobby.
Exactly. And the same goes for me. Like if this sort of thing goes full time and then in the end it doesn't work out or I don't enjoy it anymore and I go back to work, then fine. At least I did it, right? And
exactly.
The same goes for you as well. You should at least have given it a shot in life, but not before you have that foundation to fall back on if it doesn't work. That's the most important thing.
Exactly. And I feel like that's the problem with some people. Like they do this shit full time and they've got nothing to fall back on. Yeah. And that's where it becomes an issue.
Yeah, and I don't want to be in that situation. So I'm just going to keep on going on. And as soon as I see like, okay, I can make a living off ad revenue, then at that point, I'm actually going to make a Patreon and see if I can get support in to actually like get a rainy day fund, really. Like if views decline or whatever, like anything could happen. My PC could break down and I want to be able to like instantly like get a new one or whatever. I don't want to get like rich off YouTube at all. I just want to be able to make a living off it. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the end goal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to get rich off of it, but just live off of it.
Yeah, that'll be nice for starters.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it'd be great. For sure. All right, well, besides that, Sonny, that's it. Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on, dude. Appreciate that.
Of course. Yeah, no problem. And well, that's it, everyone. If you have enjoyed the interview, you can go ahead and drop me a like, drop me a sub. Anything you could do to help would be appreciated. Otherwise, I'll see you next one. Take care, and goodbye.